My name's Julian Corwin, and I'm the owner of Santa Rosa Pain and Performance Solutions. So I've been in this field for about 4 years. Before that, I was an electrical engineer working here in Santa Rosa at Agilent Technologies. What I noticed after a while is I kind of lost interest in that, and I started getting more interested in fitness. After sitting in a desk for, a good portion of my life, when you get up and try and be active in fitness, you are kind of predisposed for injuries. So I tore my hamstring, I had kind of a dysfunctional shoulder, painful shoulder. And what I found is going through the standard medical process was either one, it took a really long time to resolve any injury or problem, or two, it didn't work. And through that journey of trying to solve my own injury, I discovered that there were much better therapies out there that were faster, more time efficient. In the end, didn't cost as much money. One of the therapies I received from a guy named Thomas Wells here in town, what he was doing was basically like engineering, but to the human body. He would test one thing, he would apply some sort of treatment or solution, and then see if that works by testing again. And that's very much just like I was doing at my work in terms of troubleshooting a problem, fixing a problem, and but it was just applied to the human body. Now the cool part about doing that on humans is every person is different, every problem is different. I needed some sort of license to put my hands on people so I can apply the treatment, the solution. And that was massage therapy school, which was only at the time of 250 hours of education. And then in addition, I needed to have the license to train people to do movements or exercises. And so I got my certified strength and conditioning specialist through the NSCA, which is kind of the top training certification you can get. It's the only one that requires a 4-year degree. And then from there, I could learn basically any technique that required a license for manual therapy. So I went to all the best ones that my mentor, Thomas, at the time, recommended, which is active release technique, kind of known as the gold standard for soft tissue treatment. Many chiropractors and physical therapists use it. Oftentimes I get people in here who've already been through the ringer in terms of they've had hip surgery, they've had knee surgery, they've had multiple surgeries. Those people, they're gonna be tougher to solve the problem because every time we have a surgery, that is also an injury. We just cut through all the fascial lines of the body, we cut through some nerves probably, and that area of the body now has an injury. That being said, there's much we can do to help that area. A good candidate is basically if you have back pain, hip pain, knee pain, some sort of pain in your body that is musculoskeletal in origin. Now, what I found, and granted I'm biased, is that most pain, right, when it starts, it's sort of chronic. That's like it slowly started and then it just stayed there, is musculoskeletal in origin. Well, there's this assumption that when we have pain somewhere and then the x-ray confirms that there's a structural problem, that was the problem and that just sort of happened. But really the root cause is often some injury before that wasn't fully rehabilitated. I'll give you an example. Someone comes in, they have knee pain. Now, they had knee pain a while back, but they kind of ignored it for a while, and then they kept going about their life. Finally, it got really bad. They went to the doctor. The doctor took an x-ray. The x-ray shows they have no cartilage in the medial side of their knee. What the doctor didn't ask them was, hey, what else did you injure in your life? It turns out the person sprained their ankle really badly on the right side 10 years prior. Now, when they sprained their ankle, they tore some ligaments in the ankle, and the ankle, basically, as soon as it was pain-free, they thought their job was done, but they would be mistaken, because when you tear ligaments in the ankle, bones shift. And when the bones shift in the ankle, the bones shift in the tibia. And when the tibia shifts, your knee joint is now in a different position. First step, we gotta go back to that ankle, and we gotta make sure that foot is working as good as we can get it to work. And then, oftentimes it seems like magic, their knee stops hurting, because now the knee can adopt a better, more neutral position, and the body can have room, space, energy to heal that instead of always fighting this losing battle of that medial side of the knee wearing down every day. They go to sleep and maybe their sleep sucks. Their body doesn't heal that all the way during the night, doesn't have enough time to lay down enough cartilage and regrow stuff. But when we can put them in a more neutral position, then it's not wearing so bad during the day. They can start to make gains on terms of that joint healing. First step is assessment, second step is treatment, and then third step is we get the person moving. Now, we need them to move a certain way. It's not so much that we're moving and lifting heavy weights, so much as we start with just some basic movements. So, like let's say they can't laterally flex their spine this way. We start We put them in a position that promotes that movement, and then we get them moving. And it's one of those things that you don't know you can't do it until someone puts you there and you can't do it. And then reawakening that movement is my passion, and that's what really gets the person better, is understanding their body and being able to move their body. So I'm big on education. I like the person to know why we're doing something. I like them to be on the same page of why theoretically we think that's the root of their pain, and then teaching them how to move that part that isn't moving anymore, teach them how to treat that part on their own, and then, before long, they're usually out of pain. So if you're struggling with pain in your body, you don't know why, you've been struggling with it for a long time, and it was maybe just this sort of crept up on you type of thing, we can set up a free 15, 20-minute consultation assessment where we try and figure out what might be the root cause of your pain.